Have you ever wondered how a trade war affects global politics? Well, grab a seat because we are diving into the escalating trade dispute between the United States and India. This isn't just about tariffs, it's about the future of international relations. This clash could shift the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific region. Let's start with what triggered this trade dispute. On August 1, 2025, the US President announced a 25% tariff on many Indian imports. Soon after, a second 25% tariff brought the total to 50%. Why? It's linked to India buying discounted Russian oil, seen as enabling war efforts. But hold on a second. This response seems selective. China, the largest importer of Russian oil, hasn't faced similar tariffs. Meanwhile, the EU continues to import Russian gas. And the US itself has not completely ceased trade with Russia, including imports of rare earth minerals and nuclear supplements. So, why is India the target? The Indian government called this action unfair and unreasonable. This isn't an isolated issue. It ties back to a bigger problem: India's removal from the generalized system of preferences in 2019. This program allowed Indian goods to enter the US without tariffs. The US claims India failed to provide fair access for American products. This sets the stage for ongoing friction. Now, let's dig into a deeper issue: agriculture and dairy. The US is asking India to lower its high tariffs on crops like corn and soybeans. A big debate centers around genetically modified (GM) crops. The US also wants to sell more dairy in India. On the flip side, Prime Minister Modi stands firm, saying he is ready to pay a heavy price to protect Indian farmers. Agriculture is crucial in India, employing over 700 million people. Opening the market to US goods could harm local farmers. Plus, India has strict dairy regulations that clash with US practices. So, what does this mean for global politics? This trade conflict poses serious threats to US-India relations. They are key players in an alliance called the Quad, aiming to counter China's influence in the Indo-Pacific. However, if trust erodes between them, it could weaken this alliance. India prides itself on strategic autonomy. It wants to make its own foreign policy decisions. The US tariffs challenge that independence. If this continues, India might look to strengthen ties with other countries, like Russia, Brazil or China instead. Additionally, we're noticing a warming of US-Pakistan relations, which is concerning for India. Recently, President Trump met with Pakistan's army chief, a move that many view as a snub to India. Given Pakistan's past with terrorism, this adds another layer of tension. And let's not forget the economic consequences. Analysts suggest that these tariffs could drastically reduce Indian exports to the US, hitting crucial sectors like textiles and pharmaceuticals. If this happens, India will need to explore new markets elsewhere. To wrap it up, the US-India trade dispute is complex and multifaceted. It's not just a simple tariff war, it's about national interest and global influence. The outcome could reshape relationships between these nations and impact international trade for years ahead. So, what are your thoughts? How do you think this will unfold? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on global affairs.